Holy smokers, that ain't no jokers.
Oh my God! What? No! Win! No! Welcome back, Strongman Personal Finance. You know what we're going to talk about today? My loyal subscribers and Jeremy LaFufu fans that just happened to find this video. Today, we're going to talk about WYNN Resorts. It's down 11% today. Why am I laughing, you may ask? This is one of Jeremy LaFufu's stock. Who is Jeremy LaFufu? A complete and utter scoundrel that charges tons of money. I don't know what he charges now. He used to charge $20K, but I think he's reduced it. He charges tons of money to teach basically nothing except how to read a freaking 10K and to get access to this stupid little Discord where they tell you to buy stocks like WYNN Resorts. Now, here is why I'm celebrating. Recently, Jeremy LaFufu, LaFafa, LaFifi, LaPoopoo, he made a video dumping on Alibaba, which is one of the stocks that I own. Was I personally offended? No, I wasn't. But he was bragging about how he's not beholden to the Chinese government and China's doing such terrible things and why would you invest and get exposure to China? And then look what happened. WYNN Resorts, which he pumped, which he bought and claimed was such a great stock, actually has huge ties to China. Let's go read an article about why the stock went down today. And Jeremy, don't buy China! He's full of crap. This is proof, okay? Why would you diss Alibaba, which has massive cash flows, growing cash flows, but not diss WYNN Resorts, which has a huge exposure to China? It's the same freaking thing, except this time this company's losing money. Let's go read the article. WYNN LaFufu slumps on fears of stricter oversight of Macau's casinos. What is Macau, you may ask? Because Jeremy just recently dissed investing in a company based in China. But he's huge on buying a freaking hotel that has a massive percentage of revenues coming from China. I don't understand, Jeremy. I don't get it. Doesn't make sense. So here's Macau. Okay, see some water. See some Hong Kong right there. Let's zoom out. What is this big country right here? Does that say China? That's right. Oh, it looks like Macau, where LaFufu's little resort is, that he loves so much, is in China. But I thought China was bad, LaFufu. I thought China was bad. So let's read the article. So, WYNN Resort stock fell 9%. Well, now it's 11%, on fears of local authorities will tighten supervision of casinos operating on the peninsula. Macau, known as Asia's Las Vegas, lies off Hong Kong and is part of China. WYNN owns two properties in Macau, WYNN Palace and WYNN Macau. Now, I did a brief scan of this company. And I think they only have like 6 freaking hotels for the entire company. WYNN's second quarter operating revenue from WYNN Palace in Macau was $270 million and $184 from WYNN Macau, totaling to about 46% of its overall operating revenue. So Mr. LaFufu dumps on this stock, or dumps on Alibaba. Alibaba, China! Elephant in the room! And yet he has no problems buying WYNN. The difference is Alibaba is profitable and WYNN got freaking hammered by the virus. Jeremy, come on, bro. What is wrong with you? This is hilarious. You're such a freaking hypocrite. You make me sick. You know why you're disgusting? Because you charge so much money, okay? At least if you didn't charge people for your disgustingness, I wouldn't hate you so much. But you do, because you're a nasty man. You're a grifter. Now let's go watch some of your videos where you talk about how amazing WYNN is, and yet you never seem to mention that almost 50% of its revenues come from the bad China place where the government can just crack down. Let's go.
And some folks own the stock, and so they don't really want to speak too negatively, and they kind of, sugarcoat it a little bit. And to be quite frank, I don't owe the Chinese government a dang thing, okay? And a lot of these individuals don't owe them anything either. And to sugarcoat this and just kind of treat it as like, whatever, is kind of disingenuous to the whole process, okay?
That was Jeremy talking about Alibaba. It's so disingenuous to just brush under the details about the Chinese government. But WYNN stock, that's fine, even though 46% of the revenues come from China.
And I saw a lot of folks that appreciate it when I spoke up about the Chinese government and what they're doing here. This guy says, got to hand it to him. He's being very upfront and honest. Other YouTubers aren't addressing the elephant in the room when it comes to Chinese stocks.
Oh, Jeremy, you're so brave, standing up to the Chinese government. You won't buy a Chinese stock, even though it's massively profitable. But you'll buy WYNN. It's American, even though it's unprofitable trash. And almost half the revenues come from China. You're such a hero. You're such a red-blooded American. Oh, you're so brave. I love you.
Some individual stocks. WYNN Resorts. This has gotten insane, okay? This is getting insane on WYNN. This stock is now basically right at its midpoint of its 52-week range, okay? So right in between its 52-week low and 52-week high. This stock is one of the most interesting stocks in the entire stock market, in my personal opinion, trading at about a $12 billion market cap, roughly somewhere in there right now.
Man, look at that earnings per share. Negative $18.50 per share. That's hot.
Let's talk about Macau, okay? Macau has had a ton of restrictions on it, and this has hurt all the Macau operators, right? Including WYNN Resorts. It's hurt them, no doubt. But how long do you think those restrictions are going to stay on, okay? And if you pay attention to what's actually going on and you're in the Macau publications and things like that, right? GGR Asia, some of the other websites out of Macau, you're going to find that they're already removing a lot of those restrictions, and more will come over the next 6 to 9 months, in my opinion, okay? Macau's try to play super safe, but in my opinion, there might be a step back here and there, but they'll continue to take 2 steps forward, in my opinion. Maybe they take a step back, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, we're seeing some cases rise, but then they're going to take 2 steps forward, okay? And Macau has nothing but upside in front of it over the next year or two over there, okay?
Macau is nothing but upside. I'm Jeremy. I'm Jeremy! I know so much. I'm such a genius. China's bad, but Macau, nothing but upside. There's no risks. Why didn't you mention the risks of China cracking down? On gambling, the foo-foo. I thought you could predict everything. I thought you were standing up to the Chinese government. I thought you knew that China was bad way beforehand, which is why you sold out of Alibaba, and now you're dissing it. I don't get it, LaFufu. Can you explain this to me?
And obviously, WYNN has 2 of the best properties on the old part of Cotai, right? And then they have the premier property on the Cotai Strip, which is WYNN Palace. That is the creme de la creme. There's nothing above that property that is the best. And you know how much VIP action is waiting to come back to WYNN out of China and out of Asia in general? As soon as more and more of these restrictions are lifted, look for WYNN Palace to put up some of the most ridiculous numbers you've ever seen, okay? And this is all coming for this company. And yet Wall Street wants to sell off this stock. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, I thought WYNN stock pumped up too fast, too soon. I did when it was moving up. And now I'm looking at this and I'm like, this is the wrong time for this stock to be selling off, in my opinion. If anything, this should be the time that this stock starts to build and build and build bigger and bigger and bigger.
Bigger, bigger! I didn't hear anything about China risk there. La fa fa, la foo foo, la finil, a Frenchman. La foo foo. How many of your fans bought into WYNN after that stupid video where you said, oh, 105, it's only to get bigger and bigger from here? You're a loser. Stop. Just stop, okay? Delete your freaking YouTube channel. Delete your stupid course. Get off of YouTube and go buy index funds like everybody else should. Okay? Jesus. I'm so sick of your crap. Anyway, did y'all like that exposure, LaFufu? The guy's full of crap, okay? The reason he's targeting Baba stock, and I mean, it's whatever. I mean, for me, it's a small speculative play. Sure, there's risks. The Chinese government is still a communist government, and they can still crack down on these companies. Bad, 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 bad. But if you keep that purchase, the stock you buy in China, to a small percentage of your portfolio, maybe you'll do well, okay? As opposed to LaFufu, who takes massive concentrated bets into companies based on stupid predictions. Oh, I think people are going to stop wearing their masks, and then they're going to want to get their teeth done. Smile Direct Club. It's freaking garbage, okay? You should have 95% of your portfolio, total world index funds, tax advantage accounts, and then you have 5% to speculate, and that includes China stocks. But you don't have to buy them if you don't want to. There's nothing wrong with even going 100% index funds. Anyway, LaFufu's a loser. Unsubscribe from his channel. Subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends about me, and y'all have a wonderful, delicious day. Choo!